Go.
Hi everybody, I'm Robert.
Hi, this is Alicia.
And this is our TLC Winter Session B Level 1.
And we are doing Charleston, and this is our fifth class.
Fifth class,
Yeah.
last class. So we covered a lot of material this session. Today we talked about how to get out of the cross kicks and some 20s Charleston
That's
stuff.
right. So let's start with the cross kicks.
Yep, so switch my
With
pockets
some
around.
material, you see, back, even out.
No bruises on my partner.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Here we go.
So we start with our cross kicks, right? So do ba ba, do ba ba, do ba ba, and do ba ba. So for leads, you want to switch from doing a rock step backwards to rock steps to the side.
And for you follows, you are doing just basically the same basic footwork, but just moving side by side.
Yeah. So if we turn it this way, leads you're going to cheat, which we talked about last week. So doing rock steps with your right foot. So right and cross, left and cross, right and cross, and left and cross. And so to get out of it, I want to be able to switch back to my left foot without doing something so large that my partner notices. So normally I do, bop, bop, and then a left foot cross. But really, what I want to do is I want to kind of stay on my left foot. So instead of doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, to use my right foot, I'm going to keep my left foot active. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 5, go back. So you can see normally it would be, let's do right foot. I do bop, bop, I do bop, bop, right? So I'm normally crossing. Instead it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, a 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
And for follows, probably from the back, you already saw that I was committed already to cross here when Robert was doing his job, changing the footwork. But here, what is actually happening for me as follow is that I cross it, but then I feel the change in direction. So then what I do is rock a step back.
Right, exactly.
With my right.
Exactly.
And that's all that it comes, right?
Yeah, so the trick for leads is just to count to 4 whenever you step back on your left foot when you're ready to exit. So do ba ba, do ba. Okay, I'm done with this. Do ba ba, and 1, 2, 3, 4, rock step. Do da 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 da. Back into 30s.
That's right. And I also mentioned during the class that for follows, we have to think that by default we have to rock a step backwards, right? So doing all these side-by-side movement, we are forced by the lead to actually go side-by-side with the rock step. But as soon as we don't have any indication from the lead that we have to do so, we just rock a step backwards. And that's it.
Exactly. From there, we revisited our 20s. So 20s, just to see what it looks like, it's this. Do ba, do ba da ba da ba ba ba. This footwork's kind of interesting because you always go back with your left foot, leads and follows, and forward with your right.
That's right.
So we talked about how to switch between 30s and 20s.
Right.
And we use that 5 in 20s as an anchor.
That's right.
Which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
So
Here we go.
this is when the lead would go the most forward. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm losing the
And we kept it together.
I know. Yeah, and follows we will be like the most backward that we can be.
Yeah. So basically what I want to do is I want to hit that 5 if I'm going into it, which means I have the counts in front of it, the 3 and 4, to transition. So from 30s you have a 1, 2, 3, and then if I want to make that switch, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
So I bring my partner in front on the 3 and 4.
Right. And we also mentioned that follows on 3 we should be already in front of our partner, right? So we really have to help and commit to step in front of him or her at that count.
Yeah. So one more time from this angle. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, a 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Nice.
Okay. So just from, I think, this angle. As a lead on 3 and 4, I'm not throwing Alethea way out.
No.
That's too much work. So instead on 3, a 1, 2, 3, I'm bringing my partner close instead of way out here. I'm just bringing Alethea in to transition, and then on the 5, boom, I stretch this arm out to let us breathe.
Right.
It's a lot easier for both of us.
Definitely, yeah.
So you can see, I do ba-ba, do ba-da, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Boom.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And the only other thing I'll say is leads, it's a little easier if you let your partner, you and your partner drift apart before bringing them forward. It's a little easier. It builds up momentum instead of from here, me having to tug.
Definitely. It definitely helps to follows to feel that something is coming, and that momentum is a really good signal for us.
Yeah. So we did this as a drill. We did 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Then a transition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A couple basics.
Yep. And then from there, we were wondering, well, how can we come back to the 30s?
Exactly. So we use the same anchor points, the 5, boom, pa, except now I want to use the counts after that, the 6 and 7, to bring my partner to me. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a rock, step, kick, double kick.
And the same as I was saying before, for going in front, that you use the 3 and 4 to actually step in front of your partner. Here, to get out, you are using the 6 and 7 to come back side by side with your partner, right? So it's kind of symmetrical, and the 5 is the landmark.
Yeah. Same thing for leads, just like how you open up to lead your partner forward. I'm going to stretch to make it easier for my partner to come in. So normally our 5, I have a slight bend, it's comfortable, but if I want to do this, it's stretch, then in, do ba ba, do ba da.
That's a wonderful momentum follows that we have to use to come back right next to our partner.
And that was it.
That was it. So I think that we kind of create a whole circle. We start with the 20s, we threw a bunch of 30s movement to you, and then we wrap up with 20s. And it was a really fun class and session, so we hope to see you next session. But next week is going to be a break, so see you in 2 weeks right now.
2 weeks, yep.
Good to see you, everyone.
Good
Have a
night.